literally in Jordan, and we had to suspend the shoot for 1.5 years.
Yeah.
And I had gone through a drastic physical transformation then. This unhealthy six-pack fad that has been happening. I've also done that. But this was not that. This was basically to look like somebody who's been starved. Actor who's at least spent as much continuous time as I have in Jordan.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you like about that place now that you spend so much time?
It is a stunning country.
Yeah. What are the conversations with Akshay sir and Tiger, considering you all have such a deep bond, all of you?
I had a ball doing that film. I had a lot of fun.
Hello everyone, this is Aina and welcome to Instant Bollywood. I'm with the superstar Prithviraj Sukumaran. So nice having you today once again.
Thank you so much.
You know, I want to start off by asking you 15 years to this project.
16.
16, yeah. 16 emotionally, mentally, physically. But you all never gave up in a time where, today when we face problems, films get shelved.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened with this film. No matter what came your way, what gives you and the maker the conviction to make this happen and let the audiences see this film?
I guess it's also sort of a reflection of the story that we are saying, of this man. It's a true story of a man who just refused to give up, you know. So I guess this was meant to be. We never expected it to be a 16-year-long journey. In 2008-9, when Blessy came to me with this film, we knew that it is going to be a challenge because the kind of vision Blessy had for this story, back in 2008-9, it was going to be impossible to try and pull off something like that from Malayalam. So it took almost 10 years for that to happen, because in those 10 years, the industry dynamics changed. Our revenue streams became bigger and more, and finally in 2018, although it still remained a big challenge, we could finally start filming it.
Yeah.
But that was the least of the challenges in retrospective, because we started the film and then the pandemic happened.
Yeah.
And we got stuck literally in Jordan, and we had to suspend the shoot for 1.5 years.
Yeah.
And I had gone through a drastic physical transformation then. And after the pandemic, when we were about to restart, I had to again go through the transformation. So it was just one epic journey that sort of tested all of us in all possible ways. But one thing I'm very proud of is that the whole team, starting from Blessy to the last crew member, through all these challenges and obstacles, I don't think there has been one moment of compromise.
Yeah.
And I hope you see that on screen.
No, I'm sure it'll come through. But like you said, you went through a physical transformation. I have always wondered how actors do that. Does it ever take a toll on your health? Because, you all change the body type and body shape as per the character, because it is a demanding industry. How has that ever been a challenge for you to physically keep transforming yourself as per character?
So usually the transformations that an actor is demanded to go through is probably to lose a bit of weight, or maybe to put on a bit of weight, or like really work out and be buff, and this unhealthy six-pack fad that has been happening. I've also done that. But this was not that. This was basically to look like somebody who's been starved for 3 years in a desert. So this was not your typical get your 1.5 grams to the kilo of body weight protein in and hit the gym maybe twice a day. It was not that. This was an entirely new thing for me, and I didn't at first I didn't know how to approach it. But then I had my trainer, my nutritionist, everybody who jointly agreed and told me that there really isn't a healthy way to do it.
True.
That is, I have to face that fact first, that there is no healthy way to do it. We'll try and do it in the safest possible way. So the whole foundation of the transformation was fasting, literally staying hungry.
My God.
And there were times when the fasting used to be as long as 72 hours.
Oh my God. So that's how much you have.
Yes.
given.
And the most drastic point of the transformation has not yet been revealed in any of the posters. You'll see it in the film. Yeah.
you know, there's so much that goes into making a film, and there are times, I mean, you've seen most successes, but times where films certain times don't work. How do you, as an actor, take that failure? It's a difficult process to even accept sometimes that, you know, I've given so much to the film, but it has not worked out or been perceived the way audiences should have.
I am perfectly fine with success and failure. I treat both of them equally, the same way. So on 28th of March, this film releases. Whatever happens, 29th of March will still be the same day for me. But what would make me feel rotten is if I walked away from a film thinking I didn't give it my best. You know, I could have tried a bit more. Or if deep down I know that, oh, I slacked. And I can confidently say, for Aadajivitham, I left nothing in the tank.
Yeah.
I gave it my all.
Yeah.
And I hope people think that my all is good enough.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm sure it will show if you've given it your heart. And the way I've heard the stories for this film, I'm sure it will translate. But even, you know, times where, like you said, when the story came, it's way ahead of its time. Especially Malayalam industry is known so much for the kind of good content they are presenting. As a producer, how do you wish to scale up the Malayalam content that, you know, as an industry is presenting, and take it more to greater heights?
So we are on the right path.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we are slowly setting up a system wherein which our industry is now able to showcase our cinema to the world in the right fashion, in the way it deserves.
Yeah.
But that is one aspect that I think is still very nascent. There is a lot of work to be done there. Like, say, for example, this film, The Goat Life. It took one phone call for me to get Mr. Anil Tadani to distribute the Hindi version, Hombale to distribute the Kannada version, Maitri to do the Telugu version, and Red Giant to do the Tamil version. It's become that easy because now there is a synergy between all these minds that we are all moving towards making Indian cinema. So it's no longer about Malayalam cinema, Tamil cinema, Hindi cinema. We're all moving towards making Indian cinema. And we are all people who now see that that future is very, very foreseeable.
Yeah.
So films like The Goat Life and Manjumal Boys right now, or, you know, Premalu, and all these films are laying the foundation for a very, very interesting prospective future where we'll all be working together in creating Indian content.
You know, I have to share a small anecdote. I recently for New Year's went and travelled to the south, and I showed my interview with you that I did the last time, just to, you know, tell the locals out there that, you know, I have met the superstar Prithviraj, Sukumaran, and the kind of excitement they showed that they had, and then it translated into them treating me a certain way. And it's amazing how, you know, they talk about the actors.
Which part of the south did you go to?
Kerala.
Oh, I'm deeply humbled by the love that the audience of Kerala have given me over the years.
Yeah.
It's actually them. They have tutored, criticized, and refined me into the actor, director, producer that I am today. So I look at them as my teachers, actually. Yeah.
And my question to you is, the kind of devotion the fans have towards these actors, I've not seen it anywhere else. Towards you, towards Mohanlal sir, towards Mammootty, everyone. What do you think is the USP that you all are able to create that connect with the audience that probably nowhere else people are able to do it the way you guys do it?
I disagree. I mean, it's not that they have, of course, I mean, they have a lot of love.
Yeah.
For all of us. I mean, of course, for Mammootty sir, Mohanlal sir, they are like part of the Malayali culture now. You know, they are part of Malayali folklore now.
Yeah.
For new actors like me also, there's a lot of love. But they are also very harsh with their criticism. And I don't mind. Because if at all there is, if any audience has a right to criticize me, it is a Malayali audience.
Right.
Because, you know, they have seen my failures. I have had multiple failures, back-to-back failures. Even then, they have turned up at the theatres to watch my next film.
Yeah.
Because they expect me to come back with a better film, come back with a good film. So if at all anybody has a right to criticize me and, you know, tell me that I'm not good enough, it's them. I don't mind. But, you know, the true sense of devotion and sort of the actual larger than life film actor aura, I have seen more in Telugu industry.
Right.
Like I have had this multiple instances with Prabhas during Salar shoot and promotions where I see how the fans are with Prabhas.
Yeah.
Like they treat him like a god.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah. It's
and
true.
that I don't think happens in Kerala. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but still I've seen that excitement firsthand. So I was just like, next time I meet him, I'm going to tell you this.
Okay.
So I just thought I'm going to do that. Also, at the same time, you've played so many genres, be it comedy, romantic. It's this film as well. Which one do you enjoy playing the most?
See, it doesn't matter because as an actor, regardless of any genre, whatever the genre is, your exercise is the same. You try and understand the character, you try and create a character arc. You then design your arc within the film, how it fits in within the film, and then you execute it to the best of your abilities.
Right.
I enjoy all of these. I enjoy doing a comic film. I enjoy doing a mass masala, pot boiler. I enjoy Aadajivitham. I enjoy a thriller. I enjoy all of these.
Do you think being an actor in any way has benefited you to be a better director? Or vice versa?
So I think as a director, I am gifted because being an actor, probably I tend to understand the process of an actor better. I understand, okay, I would set up a shot in a particular way, and if an actor is not able to do it the way I have envisioned it, I understand why. Okay, this is not working because he is not able to say that particular line the way I am wanting him or her to say it, and this is the reason. I understand that better. I have had directors directing me who have sometimes not been able to come to terms with that. Okay. And then I would have had to explain to them that, it's very weird for me to be pausing the line for this particular short break. That doesn't come across. But I think as an actor, I tend to understand that process better. Other than that, it doesn't make me a better director because directing a film is basically about telling a story.
Yeah.
And the ultimate high point of creativity within the medium of cinema is directing the film. And I'm privileged to be able to do that. But I'm not going to claim that I'm very good at it. I'm just, coming to terms with it.
No, you can't say that. I'm sure the audience disagrees for this. That's why people are waiting for Lucifer 2 so badly, and even Salar 2. What do you have to say about that? Because it's probably the most awaited project of yours.
You mean Salar? Or
Lucifer.
Oh, okay. I'm shooting it
Both actually.
I'm shooting Lucifer 2 right now.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, it's just another mainstream film. There's nothing that I can claim to make it special. So I don't know if I'm making what people expect it to be. I know a lot of people have their own expectations and versions of the second part of Lucifer in their minds. I am not sure I'm making that. Okay, but at the end of the day, I have no tall claims about the film. Salar 2 is again, we are going to start shoot very soon. I'm very excited about the film because I think a lot of part 1, the drama in part 1 will kind of make sense when you see part 2. Looking forward to it.
I recently even this Jan went for the last schedule to Jordan for Bade Miyan Chote Miyan.
Oh, okay.
And we visited Wadiram. It was beautiful, absolutely, and you even shot Goat Life.
So this is Algeria actually. This landscape is Algeria. That is Wadiram.
And there's Bade Miyan Chote Miyan is also shot there, and that is your next release as well in April.
So I remember when the Goat Life team called me to sort of go over the proposed promotional activities for the film. I was in Aqaba in Jordan.
Okay.
And I told the director, of all the places on earth, where do you think I am right now? And he's like, where? This, no. I'm in Aqaba. And he's like, haven't you had enough of that place?
There's some connection with Jordan and you that doesn't leave you. So
I don't think there has been another actor who's at least spent as much continuous time as I have in Jordan.
Absolutely. What do you like about that place now that you spent so much time?
It is a stunning country.
Yeah.
And people just associate it with Wadiram and Petra. And maybe the Dead Sea. But it's not just those three. It is just a stunning country. One of the most beautiful places I've visited. Lovely people.
Yeah.
You know, like really, really nice people.
Really nice.
And a surprisingly evolved, well-equipped, educated, aware film commission.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a great place to film in. It's expensive for us, largely because of the currency conversion rates. The Jordanian dinar is quite expensive. I think it's like 170.
125 when
it's 125 really, yeah. So it's quite expensive.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just a really nice place to be filming in.
Yeah, absolutely. It was beautiful.
I mean, forget filming in, it's just a nice country to visit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And it was so beautiful, and I'm excited to see you, and your look apparently has been talked about in Bade Miyan Chote Miyan, that it's a little different.
Nobody's seen my look. So.
Yeah, that's why we are awaiting that. Also, what are the conversations with Akshay sir and Tiger, considering you all have such a deep bond, all of you?
I had a ball doing that film. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
In fact, Bade Miyan Chote Miyan is technically some of the most fun I've had.
Yeah.
Like fun I've had doing a film. And that's largely because of the character.
Okay.
And why is that character so much fun? I think you will only know when you see the film.
When we see the film.
Yeah.
Waiting for that film as well. Lastly, before I go, are there any plans to kind of take a break? Because I remember the last time you told me your daughter's complaining that you've not been giving her enough
Yeah,
time.
she still is. And now you see from the end of this month, it's her summer vacation.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I'm going to be bang in the middle of my directorial again. But I need to make an excuse to Mohanlal sir and find some time and take her somewhere. So,
yeah, absolutely. We're waiting for that as well. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thank you. Thank you
All
so
the
much.
very best for Goat Life, and I'm
Thank
sure
you.
it's going to do really well.
Thanks a lot.